For 75 years, the Rotary of Naperville has made a difference through their service in our community. I got the chance to take a look back at their time in Naperville and see what's coming in their future. Service above self. It's what the Rotary of Naperville's rich history in town is rooted in.
It's not about giving till it hurts. It's about being that best you can be and using the talents that you've been given to make the world better for other people.
Since its founding on March 31st, 1941, the organization has been using the talents of each individual member to raise money for charities locally and around the world.
We're involved in support of Hesed House, of DuPage PADS, we have our own, our Naperville Rotary Club has its own charitable arm, as well as we have Naperville Rotary Charities. We're helping support other organizations in the community, as well as doing some of our own projects.
One of the Rotary of Naperville's most recognizable projects has been Soups On, a way to connect the community through a warm meal.
We wanted to somehow do something that would especially help food pantries and homeless shelters and that population that was at most need. And our brainchild, Bill Garlow, came up with the idea of Soups On, because Soup Kitchen, and it provided funding for Loaves and Fishes, and it was another way to fund and shore up the social services in our community that needed help during that downturn.
The event has raised more than $900,000 in the last 9 years. In 1987, the Rotary of Naperville was one of the first clubs to allow women, with Rita Harvard and Peg Price being the first two to join. Harvard would later serve as the first female president in 1994 to 1995.
It's interesting to me that so many of the philanthropic organizations in the past were limited to men. And it's nice to know that not only do they all mostly now allow women, but that Rotary is taking steps out there, and our executive leadership are women. We're doing our first time this year, I'm president, and our incoming president in June is also a woman, so 2 women back to back is a first for us.
While the members of the club reflect on the past 75 years of service in the community, it's the future and the firsts that go with it that excite members about the next 75.
So I think of what we've done in 75 years, what we can celebrate, what this momentous day means today, and what's the next 75 years going to look like.
Rotary Hill was named for the Rotary of Naperville.